Yeah,
Fantastic.
thank you. Yeah, there's a lot there. There's a lot too much to get into. But
So there was no acoustic on that? That was just...
no, that's just the room. Yeah. I'm still kind of learning this room and thinking how best to set up the organ and how it might be done. I like to be this setup is nice because I want to have a certain I want to be far enough away from it that I can have the feel of the whole organ as it would be on stage, you know. But at the same time, the further you get away from the organ in an acoustic like this, the more it all blends together, which means it doesn't work as a practice organ then. You know, I don't have any discipline or toothiness. I'm just wallowing in this huge sound, which is fun, but I don't want to be working like that all the time. So I'm still trying to figure out how to get it to their, you know, probably what we'll end up with is a little less presentational setup with the organ a little closer, but we've got a few journalists coming in this week, so at least it's fun to play with, you know,
Totally.
playing it, having it out. But just to have it all set up, you know, outside of a concert, let alone outside of a concert tour, and especially with what's going on right now, is just, it's a miracle, really. I don't know where else I could do this, unless the organ were permanently installed, you know, somewhere, which is always a possibility. I mean, part of the surreal aspect of owning an instrument like this is that not only will it outlast you, at least physically, but thinking what to do with it, because this thing simply becomes a part of your life. Obviously, I mean it's a huge part of my life. I spent many years working so that this thing could exist, and now it exists. So now what do we do with it? You know. Especially now that there's no touring. I've you know, like many people and in music, I kind of worked my whole life with the assumption that I would be playing for people in person, and that now seems not to be the case, and not likely to soon be the case. So the question is, first of all, how to keep paying for it, how to make this go, which I haven't figured out, and then, you know, does one still want to have an organ like this if it's not going to play? You know, if it's not able to do what it was designed to do, which is to tour and play, you know, and charm and entertain and provoke audiences. This organ and I are both kind of, you know, off on a siding at the moment. We're not on the main line of any kind of activity, so it's kind of hard to know where that goes. And it's quite an existential crisis for me, really, because although I've had it very good, I mean, I've been fortunate and I've had a good career in music and all stuff like that, but by the same token, I'm that much deeper into it, you know, that it's kind of harder to do anything else. So the question of what comes next is a really heavy one. But at least we have the machinery, and it's here, and it's safe. You know, so it's looked after, and it's living its life as an organ while I try to figure out how to be a musician, at least. So